Hey everybody, Kitaro here, and welcome to Let's Play Long Live the Queen. This is a game by KitaroGAME, which, from what I understand, is just one person, actually. So, good job. Actually, a girl, too. So, good. Obviously, I don't know if men would be into magical girl queen stuff. Don't let this, throw you off. This is misleading. There's not hardly any of this in the game. There's a lot more dying than this in the game. So, stick around and don't let the magical girl stuff throw you off and the cutesy little anime eyes and stuff. So this is a game where you play as a princess trying to be queen. I'm just gonna let the opening cutscene explain it to you. Also, no face cam for this, for reasons I will explain in a little bit as well as we get started. So, I have actually played this game a little bit. I'm not going into this completely blind because I was told that this game is ridiculously hard. And I didn't want to look like A, a fool to you, and B, I didn't want to waste your time while I tried to figure out what the hell was going on. So I have a little bit of an idea of how this is all going to work out. And hopefully we can beat this game. I'm looking forward to beating this game. I really want to beat this game. Ah! Alright, let's get started. Celine, King Dowager, Duke of Calorus. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. Elodie, Crown Princess. That's us! That's us. Celine, King Dowager, Duke of Calorus. Alright, we're gonna remember his name. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly, and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. Wow. Dark. No, she wouldn't, but sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us, on you. I will be here to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your maids are waiting. Alright. I've played this before, so I'll just explain it to you. This is Elodie. Your mom just kicked the bucket. And, so now we're gonna be queen. But before we can be queen, we need to, one, make it to our 15th birthday, which is like 32 weeks away or something like that. And we have to take classes to know everything a queen would possibly need to know to be queen. So you take these classes, and this is why I don't have a face cam up right now. Look at this. It's like everything. I want you guys to see all this. It's important. So these are all your classes, and they break down into 3 subjects in each class that you can learn about. And it takes a week to learn. So this is your skill tree. It looks intimidating, but it's really not. You have all your classes with the 3 subjects underneath, and then how many points you've earned in it, and then depending on your mood, what kind of bonuses you get. Your mood, here's your mood. You mean angry, cheerful, willful, pressured, lonely, yielding, depressed, and afraid. I'm very depressed right now, because my mom just died. So, depressed is our ruling emotion right now because it is the most intense one going from the left. So, I'm losing points to conversation. Obviously, I'm not going to want to talk to anybody if I'm depressed. So, I'm losing points there. I would not want to take this class right now because I probably wouldn't get any points to it. It would just be a waste of my time. Same with royal demeanor. I don't feel like doing all that crap when I'm sad, but I do feel like being expressive and handling animals. So I get bonuses to that. And then all the other ones are just normal, normal things that you don't get bonuses to. You just have them. We get outfits. Outfits, we just have one right now, but as you level up your skills, you get outfits that give you little bonus boosts to your things as well that you can wear, and it'll help with your saves and stuff. So anyways, we need to take some classes. We're gonna go and start with expression. and I'll explain why. Expression is decoration, instrument, and voice. We're going to start with decoration. We're going to do some voice, too. Obviously, voice is blah, blah, blah. You sing beautifully. Decoration is drawing, painting, arranging flowers, dressing well. Dressing well is the most important thing in this. If you don't have enough decoration when you go to things like when you lead parades or go to balls or stuff, you will look like a flippin' idiot. You'll look like you don't know what you're doing, and people will think poorly of you and be like, excuse me, you're about to be our queen? I don't think so. Somebody kill her. And I'm not joking about that. They will send assassins and try to poison you and try to kill you if they don't think that you're suited to be the queen based on things like how pretty you dressed. Yeah, that's how this game works. You have to take these classes not to be a good queen necessarily, but to avoid being murdered. I love this game. So anyways, we're going to do some decoration and some voice. Let's do it! Alright, see? Down here it says we get a bonus to depressed. This would usually only have been like 10 points, 10 ranks in our decoration. And then this up here tells us what we learned. Once again, we get a depression bonus. Woo! What's all that noise outside? Who's here? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. Darling, we were so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. Oh, I missed her name. Darn. Laurent, Duke of Merva. You look well, niece. I make it a point to read everybody's name the first time they appear, so I can try to remember who they are. Because there's a lot of people in this game that you have to remember who they are, where they're from, what they rule over, who their predecessors are, what kind of influence they have on your land, so as to not piss them off and so they won't want you dead. So yeah, it's a good point to memorize everybody. It's not going to happen, there's way too many people, but I'm going to try. Charlotte, Lady Merva. Hi, Lottie. Hi, Lottie. I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yup. Mommy said we'd be here all month. Oh, look, see, I got +1 to cheerful. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. Okay. After those cutscenes at the end of each week, which are very important, you should read them, because they determine if, what kind of moods you're in, if you're getting pluses, minuses to your moods, if important events are coming up, that you could possibly need to be training in classes to pass, and also if somebody's trying to murder you. So, they're important. Pay attention to them. So we're gonna go talk to our friend. I love this room. It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. I'm happy, but at least we can have fun together here. Alright. So, I'm a little happier now. Yeah, less depressed, more cheerful. So let's see what that does to our skills. Alright, so we get bonuses and different things now. The expression, we still get a bonus in because we trained in it, but we don't get a mood bonus. So we're going to do agility because we have a bonus in it. Faith. Divination is nice. Divination things will happen and I'll be able to tell if it's an omen about something going to happen. But for the most part, it doesn't change the outcomes of anything. It just gives me a heads up that, hey, this is going to happen. But you could have been training ranks in other things to just be able to pass the skill checks coming up rather than knowing it was going to come. So I kind of think it's a waste of time, but it is nice to have. But we're just not going to even deal with faith. It's just no. I haven't ran into anything other than lore, which I mean, I can make I can make it through without knowing the lore and the divination, which blah. And I have not used anything with meditation yet, so I don't even know about that. Lumen we can't do yet. We'll explain that later. So we're gonna do agility though. We're going to double up the reflexes because reflexes are super important. So I get a bonus for being afraid. I'm faster when I'm scared. Get that adrenaline going. I can play sports on the weekends now. Excellent. What's the commotion outside, Father? What's going on? Juliana, Duchess of Ursk. I have come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. You have no respect or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I'm a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I'm willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Our domain. Ha! Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. Alright, so in the past, I usually let her stay, but my first instinct before was to send her away. So I think we're gonna go with that. Also, it's a rare occasion you get to make a decision like this. Usually, people come to you and ask for your advice, and if you don't have the right kind of classes trained up, you just automatically make a decision, and it's usually a freaking retarded one. It's really dumb. So that's why we need to train up certain classes so we can answer these people correctly and not look like an idiot. But we're gonna go ahead and send her away for now. You heard my father. Get out. Leave and don't come back. As you wish. I will return to my duchy until you call for me. She won't. Man, that king's about to cut a bitch. Sorry I'm so stuffed up, you guys. Oh, allergies year round. Alright, so let's go and, I don't know, let's go attend a court. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important for your future. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so let's see what our skills are now. We have, expression again, and animal handling, and that's because our mood is depressed for the most part. We're gonna go ahead and do some, economics. Because I know that there's something coming up soon where I need to know economics. So, and it's a matter of if I don't pass the economics check, then I'm going to turn away an offer that should not be refused and will screw me over later on. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really. I just like to play with flowers. Me too. You gather your skirts and prepare to sit down, when all of a sudden, a hissing noise alerts you to a hidden danger. A snake! Charlotte, don't move. With your quick reflexes, you grab a forked stick and manage to flip the snake away from you and your cousin. Eek! Get away, you horrible thing! You stomp loudly on the ground and the snake slithers off into the distance. Lucille, Countess of Nyx, that's her name. My game is lagging, which is really weird because this is just it's basically a flash game here. I don't know what's going on. What's going on out here? Mummy, there was a snake. What was a snake doing in the royal gardens? This is completely unacceptable. You could have been killed. Elodie scared it off. That's not good enough. I can't have my daughter remaining in such a dangerous place. We're returning home to Merva at once. Oh. Alright, so I know for a fact that cutscene could have gone differently. Juliana, the blue-haired person we turned away, if we had let her stay, she would have come running out with a sword trying to kill the snake and would have yelled at us to hold still. But we would have failed our composure check and freaked out, and the snake would have bit our cousin there, Charlotte, and she would have gone home all poisoned and stuff. And unless we trained up our poison skill really high to this point, we would have no idea if she kicked the bucket or not. So, yeah. So that turned out differently. At least she didn't get bitten, but she still had to leave. So, let's go to the court again. I want to get my yielding, alright, I want to get my yielding up, so yeah, I can have royal demeanor and history, because those are important. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Royal demeanor. Let's do a double royal demeanor. Composure. Composure is another one of those, things that doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's super important, because if people are talking to you and you flip out on them or just act like a little brat, they won't want you as queen and they'll try to kill you. So, yeah, we're gonna train into composure. Court manners is another really important one. We really need court manners because that's kind of the same thing. Court manners will keep us from acting like a stupid little girl and have us act more royal, and we won't be crazy. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we get more servants every day. See, right there, if it had gone the other way, it would have said something along the lines of, I don't know how she's doing, but her parents says she's fine, and I would have failed a poison check, which gives me the feeling that she kicked the bucket, and yeah, but you wouldn't have known, so it's weird. Let's go talk to our dad. Dad, what really happened to Mom? She was a lumen, a magic user. It was meant to be in reserve to defend our domain, but she insisted on, you don't need to hear that. She used magic. It drained her strength. She thought it was harmless, and it wasn't. Eventually, her heart just stopped. That's why I don't want you involved with it. That was dark. Alright, so let's take a look. So then, let's go ahead and do some court manners. I don't get a bonus to it, but it's very important that I get these up. Well, let's do flattery too. Flattery keeps me from looking like a fool in front of people. One of the maid approaches for your attention. My lady couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. We have a Duke of Sedna? Well, I failed all that stuff. No, my lady, the Duchy of Sedna is in Talassi. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of blah blah blah. Deeply regret blah blah blah. Best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Ah, I passed my court manners. It might not be appropriate for me to wear a man's gift in public, though. People would think it meant something. Yeah, it means that we're gonna get married, and we're not gonna... She's 14, we're not doing that, and I don't know who this dude is, so we're not gonna wear it. It's important to maintain the proper image. I mean, the guy, I've seen him in the game prior when I played it a little, and he seems like a pretty cool dude as compared to some of the other douchebags in this game. So let's take a look at our mood. Let's get a little more cheerful. Yeah. Okay, so we're still yielding, so that's good. We're gonna have to go ahead and let's do some history. History is very important. If we don't know enough history about where we live, we look like an idiot, and we can't make calls on whether or not people who come to us with problems over their providences, whatever. Whether or not they come to us with problems and whether or not they're telling the truth or if what they're saying is really happening, because we don't know the history of the country. Celine, priestess of the second circle. Your Royal Highness, I would speak with you. What is it? Your mother wielded the power of Lumen. We failed that check. As have the kings and queens of Nova before her. Now that she is gone, that responsibility falls to you. Her crystal of power is now yours. My father said I shouldn't get involved in magic. If you don't, who will defend your domain if the Krakens rise again? I have seen signs of the future. Danger is coming. I can teach you to control your powers, but first, you must seize your birthright and become a lumen. I don't know what happens if I don't do it, but I do know that something will happen if I don't know. If I do it, I know something really important happens and I need to. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. How do I do that? You must find the royal crystal. Speak to your father. He will know where it is. Alright, let's go talk to Dad. Dad, what happened to Mom's lumen crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine! Meddling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want. But for now, you are still a child. But you're still letting me make all the calls. Alright, so we're going to stop it here for now. We've gotten through all the introductory stuff and the explanations on how it works. So now all the fun's going to happen. Things are going to get really serious, and some of the events that take place in this game seriously blow my mind. And I can't. You guys need to stick around and see it. But for now, I'm Kitaro, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
What did I ever do to deserve this? I'm sobbing. Now's not the time to be wallowing.